Electric cars lose their value more than any other vehicle type, according to a new study by IC Cars.
On your sides, Christine Lazar joins us now with a look at which cars hold their value best and which don't.
Well, since the pandemic, for the most part, used cars are holding their value much better than they did, right? Because we have a supply issue. There's not as much, so people can charge more for them. But there are certain cars that depreciate more than others, right? So according to that study that looked at more than 1 million used vehicle sales, electric cars lose 49% of their value after 5 years.
There's that old saying that a car loses a lot of its value as soon as you drive it off the lot, but by how much varies wildly from vehicle to vehicle, according to a new study by IC Cars.
Before the pandemic, most cars you could just assume would lose about 50% of their value in a 5-year period, and you'd be pretty right for most vehicles. Now, the average is about 38%.
But electric vehicles are well below average, losing about half their value by the 5-year mark. Carl Brower with IC Cars says the main reason is the tax incentives.
So even though you have a tax credit that effectively lowers their new price, residual value is always figured off of MSRP. So if you have a $50,000 EV that people are really paying $42,500 for, that car's lost $7,500 in its value before it's ever sold.
On top of that, Brower says many are still unwilling to drive an all-electric, which may be why hybrid vehicles hold their value much better, losing only a little more than 37% over a 5-year period. That's down from nearly 57% in 2019. IC Cars found that SUVs lose about 41% of their value, and trucks lose the least at 34.8%.
People love trucks in this country. They're super practical. They're super flexible. You can do so many things with them.
Brower was surprised, however, that sports cars are holding their value almost as well. The top 2 vehicles with the lowest depreciation are the Porsche 911 at just 9% in 5 years, and the Porsche 718 Cayman lost just about 17%. Other models that hold their value well, the Toyota Tacoma, the Jeep Wrangler, and the Honda Civic. The models that depreciate the most are the Maserati Quattroporte, the BMW 7 Series, the BMW 5 Series Hybrid, and the Cadillac Escalade.
Now, still for the most part, it is now a good time to sell used cars, according to Bauer. The used car market is still experiencing those supply issues due to the pandemic-era production issues. So there are simply not enough used cars out there for those looking to buy. So when supply is low, you can charge more.
And I was just asking you whether it's a lot cheaper to buy a used electric vehicle than maybe other cars because they depreciate so much.
Yes, so you can get a good deal out there, you know, but you do, I always tell people, you do have to think about where are you charging that car? Do you have solar? Can you charge at work? You know, how much are you going to spend? Because electricity obviously is not free.
You just
so
go
it has to work
Whole
for
Foods
you.
and charge it in the parking lot.
Yeah, but do you really want to stay at Whole Foods for 4 hours while you charge? I don't know. Don't answer that.
I don't have an electric vehicle, so I don't have that problem quite yet.
Right,
Christine,
right. You just end up with a really high grocery bill while you kill all those hours inside Whole
Exactly.
Foods.
All right.
Thank you.